Godzilla King of the Monsters. Sequel to the 2014 Godzilla film, which I did not unfortunately get to see. I did hear that it didn't show Godzilla enough. Well, in this movie you do not have that issue. Plot-wise, it's very messy and kind of convoluted and a little difficult to explain at the same time. They introduce monsters here and there. The humans either want to destroy the monsters or quote-unquote titans, except for Eleven's mom here, who initially thinks that humans suck because of overpopulation, pollution, and other things, kind of taking a page out of another famous villain's book here. It just seems like a movie where the creators wanted to showcase as much monster on monster action as possible and sprinkled in a broken family plotline as a background. You got your predictable jump scares thanks to the music suddenly stopping or lowering. You also have your cliche, as soon as someone is going to die or get blasted into oblivion, something else comes in and saves them like 3 or 4 times in this film. It didn't really subvert cliche movie expectations in my opinion. Moving on to characters, they're a mixed bag. You got the main guy, Kyle Chandler, who does a pretty good job throughout the movie. The mom, Vera Farmiga, who is a fairly annoying character who always looks like she's about to cry. And Millie Bobby Brown. Now don't get me wrong, I like Stranger Things, but she just doesn't really work for me. I don't know why. Maybe it's the lack of emotion or some odd reactions to certain situations, but she never really sold it for me. Now, since she's only 15, I guess that's forgivable, right? Oh, and my boy Tywin Lannister is back, although we don't see him taking a dump in this movie. I would also usually discuss theme here, but it's kind of difficult to when there isn't one in this movie. Moving on to pros. No characters were overly annoying or stupid. I really hate when movies showcase stupid character decisions or just overly annoying characters that are just way too over the top. Monster battles were also very well made and immersive. You could tell they really tried hard on the CGI in this film. The last pro is that it has references to older Godzilla films and pays homage to them accordingly. Moving on to cons, 90% of the characters are basically boring blank pages and just in the movie to take up time. And speaking of time, this movie clocks in at 132 minutes, but probably should be around 20 to 30 minutes shorter. Pacing was also a bit of an issue as the beginning is very quick and the middle feels like a huge drag until the very end. Another con is that there are generic and predictable moments and an overall not a very cohesive plot, and there's not many characters you also care about too. The movie tries to tug at heartstrings and make you laugh with a comic relief character, but neither of them really deliver that well. Overall, I've seen better movies of this stature, and I'm gonna give this movie a 7 out of 10. Comment below what you would rate this movie, and until my next video, I'll see you then. Peace.